Hi, Huda. Hi, Huda.
Hello,
Hi.
girls.
Hi, Huda. Good evening. How are
Hello.
you?
Hello, good evening. Hi, Inas. Hi,
Hi,
Hadil.
Huda.
Welcome, Inas. Welcome. Welcome, Hadil. Can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you, Huda. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to start our new meeting today. So
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm very excited too. We are supposed to be having Sana as well, but she's not here yet. But anyhow, how are you, ladies, professionals? This is our first group meeting for Level Up. I would love to start with introducing ourselves. So shall I start?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Yes?
Okay.
Yeah, that's Huda, and I am the creator of this program, Level Up. It is meant to level up your English in the conversational area from your level to the upper level. Okay, we will be here communicating a lot, practicing even more, lots of knowledge, information, but even more is practicing. And I'm a mom of two. And yeah, that's basically what I want to share about myself. I would love to hear from you.
Actually, it's my pleasure to be meeting you,
Wow,
Huda
thank
and
you.
Hadil.
Pleasure to
I'm
meet you
sure
too, Ines.
to have this conversation. Thank you. I'm sure that when we will finish our level up, uh, I guess the result will be much better what I thought actually. So I'm an architect. But actually, right now I'm working as a account manager in e-commerce company, and I live in Dubai. That's it for now.
Very well, Ines. Are you a mommy? Are you a
No,
wifey?
actually, I'm single.
Oh, you're
No
single.
children. No.
Perfect. Perfect. No worries. Just a piece of information, just to know. This is a personal question, actually, but I love to know about this. So, if you're a mom, most probably your workload would be a lot focusing on kids and home and all. So, I would like to know the background so that when we deal together, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah,
But in
it's totally
general,
fine.
this is a very personal question. If somebody asks me
No, it's
that
fine.
in a professional setting, I would have a question mark.
Mark.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's very personal. But I ask this here, especially that we're all ladies, because I just want to know your background so that I can deal with you on a very clear basis.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Hi, Hadil.
Hi, Huda.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. So my name is Hadil Al-Sharif. I am Saudi. I'm living in Jeddah. I'm so excited to start this course. I think I would find something different, something special, not different than the ways I used to learn before. I used to learn English before. So yes, that's all about me.
Yes, welcome,
I'm
welcome,
single
Hadid.
too.
You're
I
single.
don't
Oh, yeah,
have
hi,
any kids.
welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome you, welcome you. Very well.
Yes.
So, yes, it's not that when we finish level up that we are going to be, our English is going to be different. No, it's throughout the process. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit before we start today. Let me tell you a little bit about the program. So we are going to be communicating in English, all of it. All of it. Okay. And I can see that your English is good enough for us to communicate and do all the communication in English. So let's agree on that. If we really need to communicate in Arabic, then that's okay. But let's try first to do that in English. Even side talks, even talks about travels, talks about kids, no kids here, talks about anything, food, outings, all of it. Sometimes people go hiking and come tell me about the experience. This is really, yes, it's for professionals, and yes, it's meant to be in business settings. But however, most people, I find that most professionals need English in other settings, not only professional, but more focusing on other social areas. So, would love to communicate everything here in English. We will be doing our sessions twice a week. As I sent in the email, it will be Sundays and Wednesdays. Hopefully, at the same time, I'll be traveling to Egypt very soon too. I have not traveled yet. Things happened and travel got postponed. So because we are such a small group, really, so I think if we just, it will be in the same timing, but if we just can amend when I'm traveling, if we can amend the timing like 1 hour earlier or later on, I guess that would be okay with you. And we shall agree before we start the session. So don't worry, everybody will be notified and we shall agree first.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Actually, it would be it's convenient for me to start 7 p.m. or after that, any time after 7 a.m. p.m. Sorry, but not earlier than 7 p.m. I
Yes.
mean 7 p.m.
In the
at
evening.
Saudi.
In the evening.
Timing the same.
Saudi timing
like
is the same like Egypt time, but now I'm in Dubai. Now I'm in Dubai. But
now
once I
8,
travel, we can agree on something else.
Okay. So
Totally.
Yeah,
I wanted
also
to
fine
mention.
for me to start our sessions before 7 p.m. in UAE time. It will be, I guess, convenient for both of you because Saudi and Egypt will be 7 in Saudi and Egypt. It will be 8
Yes.
in Dubai, so it's fine for all of us.
Mm-hmm. You mean after 7, not before 7, right, Ines?
Yes, after 7.
After
Sorry.
7.
Yes.
Very well, very well. Also about this program, it's a lot of learning and it's a lot of knowledge and it's a lot of information, but this will not count without we do the practice. And I will tell you how we'll do the practice. Okay, I'll explain everything. So let me share this with you. So yes, English is very important. Advanced English, advanced business English, social vocabulary, everything is so important. But without we actually practice and put it in use, this will really be not practical at all. So don't depend only on the session. I will tell you how the system should go. Can you ask that, please? So this shall be a lot of practice, and I will explain everything on how you will practice throughout the whole week. We are twice a week together. However, we are there every day. Please communicate everything through WhatsApp, everything. You want it, you want to communicate it to the group, okay? You want to communicate it on your individual WhatsApp, that's okay. Please feel free. This is really a free space for you to just learn the way you would like to learn. That's okay. Don't really bother like I have to communicate to this to the group. This has to be perfect English. I should not do mistakes, blah blah blah. If you want it through your personal WhatsApp, that's really okay. And I will tell you what to share exactly and how what to do, and I'll explain everything in a while. It will all make sense. Okay. So yes, as I got to know you, so Hadid, sorry, what do you do exactly?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to mention that. I didn't want to interrupt you. I meant to say what I'm working or what I'm doing. So I'm working as a business analyst in an international company. And yes, sometimes I have to write emails in English, like professional emails, for example. Maybe prepare short text or go into a short conversation, chat conversation with colleagues outside the country. Or maybe I have to speak in English or write in English for sure. So is it okay to call you or not call you, to text you, or to ensure about the text if I'm using the right grammar or so on?
Yes.
Or
You mean to send something on WhatsApp to make sure that it's correct
yes,
for business use? This is what we're
yeah,
here for.
okay, that's
This is
great.
what we're here for. This is why you are here for. Okay.
Thank you.
Our communication on WhatsApp, it should not be a one-way communication, like not sending instructions. This is really, people even are talking about their experiences, I don't know, in travels, in hiking, and blah, 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 in other groups. This is my fourth group. And so just use it. People are sharing posts from Instagram, trying to make the best out of this communication to really make use of things in their business, in their social life, with their kids and family, anything really. Because it's all English after all, it's all communication. It's all communication.
That's
Feel
true.
free to communicate whatever you need. And you will find that even in this program, you will not only benefit in English communication, however, you will find that it's reflecting on other areas of your life. I don't know, you name it, confidence, you name it, presentation, how I took the first step, initiative to do something, blah, 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 like that.
I believe so. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Yeah. So we are there together every day of the program, every day, every single day. Send whenever it's convenient for you. And I always specify a certain time to answer all of the questions, all of the inquiries and everything. So don't feel free to please send whenever. Some people learn in the morning. Some people like to practice in the late evenings. It's okay. Just send your question, your practice, your everything. And whenever it's my time to review everything, I'll do that. So don't be shy not to send. There is no excuse for you not to send.
Great.
Okay, very well. Today I will speak about, or we will be like discussing something that's really important before we dive into the technical part of English, which is the learning mentality. Because of how we learned everything at school, it's not really helping us to learn in general, whether it's a language or anything. You know how learning went at school? Like memorize this word, know this word, blah, blah, a lot of knowledge, a lot of vocabulary, right? How was your learning at school? Which kind of education did you receive?
Grammar.
Anything.
Grammar education.
Grammar, you know, grammar, this plus this equals this.
Yes.
Did it ever help?
Without practicing. No. Actually, no.
No. This is what I mean by we are discussing today the learning mentality. It will help us a lot to be able to learn through this program. And not only through this program, even afterwards. We are there together in another program after we finish Level Up. We are there together in another bonus program. Okay, so that we do something called self-learning. After I really can help myself and I found the guidance, I know the know-how. After I master the know-how, خلاص, I will be my own teacher. We are there in another program for self-learning. I will explain it after we finish Level Up. You'll be part of the bigger group, Level Up group. But now, I mean, this learning mentality will stay with you forever, not only for the program. It should stay with you forever. You see? Before we start, here is a question. How can English personally help you? We need to know.
Okay, actually, I think that English nowadays it's the language of the whole world. So if you couldn't express your feelings, your thoughts in English, actually, you can't even communicate with anyone. So it's the first language that you have to learn if you wanted to communicate with other people and to communicate in business, to communicate in life with everyone, especially when you go out from your home or your country to other country. So you have to start to if you know how to communicate, you don't have to be professional, you don't have to be perfect. First step, you have to understand, then you can express what you wanted to say or what you wanna by simple phrases. It's not you
Simple,
don't have to be
clear phrases, right?
yes,
Very well,
but
very well.
I agree.
practicing could give you confidence. Actually, my problem is confident because nearly I can understand everything, and in my mind I can say anything I want, even when I have a conversation in my mind. Before my meetings, before meeting clients, before having a meeting internally with my colleague, I know everything. But when I become when I go into the meeting, I start to forget, and I start
Yeah.
to, don't know how I should explain what I wanted to say.
There is
So
a reason
that's
for that.
my, yeah,
Perfect. There is a reason why we have so much English inside of our heads, but it's never outside of the head. It's always inside of
yes,
the head. I have perfect sentences on my head. There is a reason
yes.
for that, and I will explain it as we go on. This is a very good point, Ines. Thank you. Actually, she said two good points that I can catch from her conversation. The first thing is that we don't really need professional advanced English. All what we need is simple, clear English. It doesn't mean that we are not advancing our English. It doesn't mean that we're not learning new vocabularies. But the most important thing is to be comfortable with your level. I'm okay with my
Yeah.
level, because if you're not okay with your level, you're not learning. If you have a problem, if you're fighting with your current level, imagine you're fighting with your current level back and forth like that, you are not going to be learning anything new because you're so busy on your current mistakes. Why am I doing this mistake? Why I'm not trying to remember this vocabulary? Why do I keep forgetting? Okay, you're not comfortable with your current level. So, and the second point is that Ines mentioned is that why do I have a lot of English, correct English inside my head, but not outside of my head? Thank you. I'll be answering that latter question later on here in the session. Very well. Hadil, how can English personally help you?
Actually, personally, I agree with every word Inas said. In addition, I think I need the English or my to maybe to boost my English level, just to to be able to communicate more professionally with colleagues from other countries. Especially, I'm expected to travel like next year or something. I'm expecting to travel to other countries, so I have to speak English all the time, and I have to achieve the maximum benefit out of this travel. So, like just like I'm speaking now, I think a lot when I'm speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and I lose the words. I don't know. Sometimes I spend all my effort looking for the words I am looking for.
Mm-hmm. That will
So
be get
yeah,
better by practice.
yes.
This will
So
get better.
I need I need to improve my English language to achieve the maximum or the most beneficial benefits maybe out of my next travel.
Is it a business
Yes,
travel?
yes, a business travel, yes,
Mm-hmm.
and
Very
communicate efficiently with my colleagues. Yes,
well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
that's it.
Is your current work in English? Currently, is your work in English, Hadir and Ines?
For me, I do write emails in English. Uh, I rarely have to speak in English with
Okay.
colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
only in like monthly meetings or
Okay. You have
uh,
meetings in English.
somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But actually, most of the time, I just keep silent as I'm not confident enough to
Okay.
speak up.
Not anymore. Not anymore. We will be getting better
Yeah.
in all of these points. Ines, are you currently using English at work? In conversation, I mean.
Yeah, actually a lot because I have to convince our partner to be partner
Very well.
and to have partnership with them. And in daily life, I have to speak with my colleague because not all of them are knows how to speak Arabic. So I need it a lot in emails, and chatting, and meetings, calling. Yeah, and here in Dubai, UAE, and Dubai especially, there is you will need to speak English in your daily life, actually. The
Daily,
supermarket and yeah. But in
everywhere,
work,
even.
yes, I have to speak English. Almost 75% of my work
Mm,
should
that's
have
good.
conversations and meetings in English. Yes,
That will really help you a lot. Yes, yes.
I'm sure.
Very well. I get you. I get you. Yeah. Okay. Here is another question for you. What do you think is the one important step to perform to level up your English? What is the one thing that you need from your point of view? Ines thinks or Hadil thinks, I need this, really, this is what's missing to level up my English. What is it?
Okay,
Practicing
can I?
vocabulary.
Vocabulary. لا. Hadil said vocabulary.
Yes.
What else?
Only one or okay. Yes, I need to improve my confidence, and I believe once I get more more knowledge in English, I will be confident.
Confidence, more knowledge. So more knowledge equals confidence.
Yes, I do believe.
You believe this. You believe that
Yes.
a lot of Native American people can be confident and go speak on the stage. Native American
Actually,
people.
though, it depends on the situation and lots of things. But for me, when I have to speak, for example, in my monthly meetings or so on, when I have to speak, I have to speak with knowledge, or I have to have English knowledge to speak. So if I don't have confidence.
Okay, this is very interesting. This is a learning mentality. This is one mentality that Hadil adopts that's really limiting her from speaking English. It's limiting you, Hadil.
Yes.
Because, believe it or not, in the previous Level Up 3, in the previous Level Up group, I had a lactation consultant, اللي هي أخصائية رضاعة, lactation consultant that was Iraqi Canadian.
Okay.
And she was, believe it or not, she was fluent in English. She lives in Dubai.
She was in Level Up?
Yeah.
Okay.
She lives in Dubai and she communicates a lot with patients, moms, doctors, because she's a lactation consultant. She gives a lot of lectures, training sessions to the nannies, they are Filipinas, to the mommies. She makes coffee meetings. Like, she has a lot of English communication in her during her day, and she lacked confidence. She came to Level Up because she was telling me, I'm not confident speaking to everybody. I'm not confident delivering training sessions, making presentations. I told her, however, your English is fluent because she's half Canadian. Okay, but she needed to prove to herself through practice and through our practice that she is really confident and she really has all what it takes to do her job, because she's the expert really in her job. So confidence does confidence equal, does more English equal confidence? We need to think about this. You know, I used to work in the hotel industry, in the tourism industry in Egypt. I used to be a trainer in hotels in Egypt.
Yeah.
And I did have a lot of lifeguards. You know, the lifeguard on the beach?
Yes.
That were really simple. They were really simple people. They were really simple people, okay? However, because we had Russian guests, we had English guests, we had guests from all nationalities. They used to speak English, Russian, and Italian. Speak 3 languages. And they were super confident, super confident. However, they speak broken English, they speak broken Russian, they speak broken Italian. They used to amaze me with their confidence. They would go to the guest, speak to the guest as if they know all the language, you know? I'm the master of the universe. So, does better English really equals confidence? We need to really think about this. Do you think that if you learn more vocabulary and if you advance your grammar and advance your conversational skills, this is when you're going to speak in the meeting?
Actually, the way that I think is because the experience I have. So, for example, when I used to speak in meetings, and I come I came through some words and I forget what to say, or or maybe I don't know the words, not just forget. So I feel less confident. I start to feel the what is it called? Maybe
Stressed, shaken.
yeah, it's not something like this. I start. This is a word that I really know, but I forget. توتر يعني.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
start.
Okay.
What is it in English?
Sorry?
What is the word in English?
When you know the word but you forget?
No, the word of توتر in English. What is it?
Stress. You are
Stress.
stressed. دي كلمة ما تنسيهاش، دي
just
احنا
like
عايشين فيها أصلا. Stress is our life.
yes.
تنسيش الكلمة
I
دي.
know this is a real example of how I forget the word. I know the word very good, but I forget. I don't know. يعني, this is what causes the less confidency.
Yeah.
So when I come through a word and I come to speak with a word and I forget the word, I start to feel stressed. So I lose the confidence.
So if you're giving it a try already in the meetings, that means that you're not waiting to develop your English and then you're speaking. You're already speaking, but you are really stressed when you forget words and you don't know
Yes.
A word or whatever.
Exactly.
But there are certain behaviors to act in these situations. So it's not about that I don't want to forget a word or I don't want to not know a word. It's how I act in these situations. How can I act in these situations? There are ways to act and get you out of the situation in a smooth way, because native people forget words and they mispronounce words, but it's how they act. And we will get to this in the confidence. We have a whole session about confidence. But it's interesting, like highlight this. Better English means confidence. Highlight this and we will see in the future if this is a real theory or not. Okay, so I need vocabulary, confidence. What else do I need to level up my English?
Practice.
For me, actually, practicing, yeah.
Of course, this is the first thing. I'm waiting for this word. Practice. This is actually, this is the first thing that you need. And then will come the vocabulary, will come the confidence. The more you practice, the more I learn vocabulary, the more I remember. تخيلوا, imagine that you really know some English and you will remember as you practice.
Yeah.
Really,
It's very
you will
essential,
remember
actually.
this word as you practice. Like it's at the back of your mind, they're forgotten. It's a forgotten expression. It's a forgotten vocabulary, but it will come here at the front of your mind with practice. So practice is key. Practice is everything that you need. And after practice will come vocabulary, better English, more expressions, more idioms, confidence, everything. Practice is key here. I want to highlight on this. Okay, what can we do? What can we do here together to develop your English? I want to hear from you. I want to hear your learning mentality. What do you think? How can you help yourself? And then I will present to you what we're doing in sequence, but I want to know what's inside of your heads. How can I develop my English? Okay, you said the important things are vocabulary, confidence, practice, but how can I develop my English now? What are the actions that I can take? Actions.
I think practicing presentations, it will be very helpful. So I prepare to speak. I prepare a letter to speak, and then I speak up, and I find the mistakes with help of you, and working on developing
Okay.
points of
However,
view.
you don't do presentations at your work. Do you do presentations?
No, I don't. This is really this is really what I think about. I don't do any presentations, and the only one I did, I was very nervous and stressed.
It's okay.
So
It's okay. It's okay. I was
yeah,
very nervous and stressed too. I was very nervous and stressed too when I was doing presentations. I really went through a lot, like a long journey. That's
like for
okay.
Well,
example,
actually, for me, I do presentations. I have to present a proposal for our partners to convince them to have a. Actually, I do marketing campaigns for the partners who already have a partnership with my company, so that I have to do lots of presentations. I guess, practicing with the dialogues with experts would develop our language. I guess that because already we have or we know how to speak, but we don't have the correct way, the correct idioms, the correct grammar.
yes,
So I guess when we practice English with someone who is expert and he could figure our mistakes and could correct them, it would be very beneficial for
Excellent.
us.
Excellent. You got the point. You got the point of the whole thing. You got the point of the whole thing. Hadil said practicing presentations, and Inat said practicing dialogues, which are scenarios.
Mm.
Scenarios that happen
yes,
every day. So I would like to rephrase that into practicing real life situations. Hadir, you don't mean practicing presentations, but practicing situations that you think you'll have during your day. Any situation. It doesn't have to be really there. Like, for example, I could meet a colleague, I could have a Zoom meeting, I could be speaking to the man in the coffee shop. I could be like, imagine the situations that you'll be having daily. And for Ines, marketing campaign, Zoom meeting, I don't know, this email, this client call, situations that I need different. They are different. Ines has different situations than Hadil. It's very important
yes.
to figure out your needs. This is why we have a plan. Just a moment, please. If you had a chance to look at the plan. Hello, ladies.
To what? Sorry.
I've
Hi.
sent a plan in the email.
Yes, actually, I had a look for it and I found it very useful for my situation, actually.
We will make it together. We'll go
Plus,
through it together. I want you just
actually,
to make a draft,
yeah.
scratch. عارفين اللي بيشخبط? I want you to تشخبطوا. Scratch. Make a simple draft. Just play with it. Play. Hadil, if you go to your email inbox, you'll find an email with Hadil's plan in it. And
Yes,
just write anything you think I need. What is it, the thing or the situations Hadil needs in her life in English or currently? But it's very important to focus on the now, the current moment, the current situation now. What do I need now? So that we use it on the spot. Okay? Don't
you
worry
mean
about the plan. I'll explain later. Yes?
to write it down in the week. I don't know. week
I will get to it. I'll get to it
schedule?
at the end of the session. I will open the plan and we'll view it together. Okay, so practicing real life situations, this is what we're doing actually in this program. Practicing real life situations, this is what we're doing in this program. Okay, here it tells you, did you know that we don't need much
We don't.
English? We need practice to practice first what we know. This is what it says. We need first, it's not that we don't need much English, we need it. But first we need to practice what we know, and then we will build up on this. First what we know, and then step by step you're building up on this. Because I have people in this program coming, I need advanced English, I need a lot of idioms, give me a list, give me an application, give me a website, give me a podcast. Okay, this is all helping, but without we practice first what we know, first practice what you know. First tell me what you know, and then I'll tell you, no, this is not the right word choice. You should include this instead of this. This is what we say in this situation. This is what we say in that situation. And we built up new English on that. Do you agree with this?
Yes, actually, I totally agree because we already have some information and some details that we don't know how we use it with the correct situation or the correct shape. And I guess if we had a lot of new information, we cannot but we don't have how to deal with them. It's gonna be a waste of time actually. So we
Yeah.
have first to deal with what we already know and what we already have from the informations, and then we can learn new
Yes, you build up.
idioms and new yeah.
You build up step by step, definitely, Ines. Definitely.
Yes,
This
actually.
is something what we mean by when we speak about input and output. People are obsessed. I mean obsessed, يعني مهووسين, obsessed with input. I want to read a lot. I want to listen a lot. I want new vocabulary. I want new idioms. Obsessed. You know, if you give somebody, people love resources, you know, give me English resources,
Yeah.
and they keep it and they save it, and then they never use it.
Yes,
And people
actually.
forget everything about output, speaking and writing. By speaking, of course, here I mean practicing and writing. These are the outputs. Yani any language you will learn through some inputs that come to your mind, and then output that goes out of the mind. So if we only keep on making inputting data in our mind without actually making any output, there is no use of the resources, English vocabulary, anything. And this is why Ines at the beginning of the session said, I have so much English inside my head, correct sentences, but there is no output, or there is no enough output, not enough
Yeah,
output.
actually.
People should focus a lot on output, a lot. Actually, you know how kids learn the language? They
Yeah.
start with the output, and then
Yes.
the input comes. But no,
Yes.
we wanted the other way around, which actually is not helping. It's delaying the process. Anyway, it will help at the end of the day, but it will delay the process a lot. Anybody, you know, if you go to the States and you don't know the USA, and you don't know any English, you'll start with the input or the output. You have no
The
idea about the output.
Output.
We start with
Yes.
the output. معقول? We start with output. Yes, معقول. We really should start with output. But because we lack confidence, we always want to delay the process. No, when I learn new vocabulary, when I know the correct grammar, when I know this, when I know that, because we lack confidence, and we will work on this. Okay? So output is very important, and output is everything. writing and speaking will get the input. When I write and when I
Yes.
speak, I will search, I will ask, I will learn this vocabulary, that vocabulary, this word, this phrase, this idiom, and then my English will get better. It will actually flourish. You
Totally
see?
agree.
Output. We start with output. And we are here working on the mentality as well as we're working on the English itself. It's not only English, but it's also mentality that will help me in my learning journey. Whether I am only an individual, whether I am a professional, I am responsible for kids, I'm responsible for teaching students, dealing with clients, anything. So this learning mentality will affect me, and people around me as well will benefit from this. You know, I had lots of moms in the program here. They adopted this learning mentality in teaching their kids as well. So actually, this will benefit everybody. Output. We start with the output. And on the way, as we are discussing, if you're not convinced with anything, these are not facts. You know, this is not Quran. These are not facts. This is up for discussion. And it should suit you. It should suit your mentality. Some people will tell me, no, I'm not okay. I'm not comfortable really. I would like to learn first and then I'll speak later on. Some people still insist on that, and that's okay. Because things change gradually. Not like that, everything will change. How far do you agree with this?
100% I agree. Because you know what? When we were in school, we focus on inputs and we don't or rarely practicing the outputs, so that we know lots of information, but we can't use them and we don't have the correct usage for them. So this is why I come to Huda, because I love your mentality and I like what you are doing actually with your students in your sessions, so that I know that I'm in good hands.
But yes, you're in safe, good hands. Don't worry. We will be taking you step by step. Really, everything will come. Hadil, how okay are you with this?
I agree with you. Maybe because okay, I will tell you. Before I work,
Remember, ladies, you can agree or disagree. This is really a safe space for you to say whatever you want. Yes, this is recorded, but it's only shared with the individuals of the group. Nobody outside will view it. Nobody. So feel free, please.
yes,
Sorry to interrupt you.
no problem. The first time before I worked for this company, and when I was fresh graduated, I was looking for a training, not for a job, a permanent job. That's
Okay.
because I believe I have to have a space for doing mistakes or for being confident, or I don't know how to explain that, but I believe that I should practice and maybe I don't know. I'm telling you that because I will explain the real situation, the current situation for myself. For now, I'm an employee, so I have responsibilities that I have to maybe reach to the right point clearly, and or maybe provide yes, provide my opinion clearly, and I don't have to do any mistakes, because I am an employee and I have responsibilities. I don't know. And I'm comparing myself with my colleagues who are very good speakers, English speakers. So I always feel stressed
Mhm.
that I have to be just like them. So that's right. Maybe I have to give myself a space for doing mistakes. Like
Mhm.
as the example that you mentioned, the new travelers for the state, they start speaking with just maybe what's called لغة الإشارة and
Mhm. Sign language.
sign language. Thank you. They start speaking with sign language. So they have a space for doing mistakes or to be silly and to lose your image, like your image. So for me, I think, or I feel, maybe I feel that this is only my feeling. I feel that I don't want to lose my picture, my image in front of my colleagues. So yes, maybe this is what um, resist me
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
speaking
Yeah.
or putting output. So, but I believe this. I
I
believe.
see your level
Uh,
now. Your
in this.
English is really good.
Thank you, but believe me, I forget lots of words. Like
I believe you.
I think a lot. I think a lot while I'm talking. I think a lot. So
Yeah.
yes, I used to have, yes, um, some thoughts about speaking, that I have to speak very good in a very good accent, and I have to speak in American accent and so on. This is um, prevented me from prevented me. I'm not sure if I'm using the right word, but prevented me from learning English for a very long time.
Yeah. You're using the right word.
Yes. So, but now I'm okay with my accent because it's not my mother language. So I don't have to be perfect in the
Mm.
accent. For example, when you hear the English people, for example, who speak Arabic or who speak Arabic, they don't speak in our accent, so because it's uh, not their language. So it's okay to speak with my accent,
Mhm.
Arabic
We
accent.
will. Yes. Yes. Actually, we will discuss all of these points. These are all it relates to confidence in general. We will discuss all of these points when it comes to the confidence session. I'm very glad that you brought
Yes,
these up. Okay. However, you
yes,
have mostly, it's not even intermediate, it's above intermediate, your level of English. So this is why it's even a proof that your level of English is not related to confidence. The confidence is something that's
maybe.
really separate. Really, me as an English trainer, I see your English as in a very good position. In a very good
That's good.
position, but you're hesitant. You don't know if this is even the right word. However, it's the
Yeah,
right word, actually. It's the right word.
yeah. I
You
always say
really,
that
hmm. So, along with
that
coaching,
I lose lots of words, and I always say I'm not sure if I'm using the right word. So yeah,
yes,
I
yes,
I'm
and that's
I'm always not sure. Yes, this is a big problem.
that's
You
okay.
know
That's
why,
okay.
Huda? Because our colleague like to show off, especially Arabic speakers. They wanted to
Yes.
show off even when they have a meeting or they have a normal conversation with their colleagues. They like to show off and to choose the most difficult for pronunciation and for understanding words, just to show their managers or their colleagues that they are perfect in English. Because actually I deals with so many native speakers and they are super nice, and they understand that you are an Arabic speaker, and you just have to deliver the correct idea. You don't have to use a very professional words, or you don't have to use arts words because you only have to deliver the idea. That's it. So
Yes.
I totally understand Hadid. I totally understand what she's thinking about, because actually when you see your colleague using a very difficult words, you look to
You're
yourself and
expert.
think, I don't have this kind of knowledge. I don't wanted to express my thought because it would be very easy, and I will speak very normal.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
easy and
not,
normal is
yeah,
not okay. Easy and normal is not
yes,
okay. It's
yes,
not a good.
actually.
I see where you're coming from. I started off in Egypt learning English and practicing English in Egypt. And I know like the Egyptian people are really showing off with English, and I know English, you don't know English. But later on, also when we come to speaking about confidence, are we really living up to us or up to them? Because if you live up to them, it's not only in English, you live up to them in everything. live up to them يعني
Wow.
بنعيش على هواهم. Like you don't live
Yes.
up to them in English, because if you live up to them in English, you'll live up to them in everything. If they drink coffee, then you drink coffee. If they smoke, then you smoke. If they, I don't know, say this word, you should say this. No. And really, people are so different. Why in English we don't want to be different? We will really get to this, and we will refute all of these points in our confidence when we speak about confidence. But for now, I want to tell you that it was never about English, because when I used to work also in the training, I was like I really had back then, I didn't have that. Like I would not say I'm advanced in English. I really had mistakes and everything, but I was okay with my level. But I had native people are at some very entry levels, native people. So it's not, when it comes to work, it's not only about English. Don't really make it, zone it out in English. You also have skills, you also have expertise, you also have experience, you also have knowledge, you have a lot of things that made you in this position. It's not only your English, okay?
No,
But we,
sometimes I think we are better than I don't know, maybe Americans or the native speakers, because we have another language.
you have
We
two
can speak two
languages.
languages.
True,
Yes,
true,
and we have the knowledge, and we have
true.
lots of things that they cannot, or they don't know anything about.
No. We will get to all of these points, really discuss in depth when all of these points are valid. They are valid. It's not that they are not important. No, they are valid. They are there. They are true. They are real problems that we need to deal with, and we will deal with. Okay.
Sure.
Very well. That was a very good discussion. Before I will tell you how we will go on from here, I would like to know, because without we know this, nothing will happen. Because believe it or not, people get very excited, but when it comes to doing the tasks and doing the practice, I was busy. I have kids. I was busy at work. They never do their homework or do the job or do what they are supposed to do to really level up your English. So, in order to do this, we would like to know for anything, not only English, to do any task or to commit to gym, to commit to losing weight, to commit to going for a walk every day. You should really know how your day looks like and fit the task into your day. So we would like to know, how does your day look like? How does your day look like, ladies?
Actually, when I'm at work, it's very busy. Or I'm very busy, but when I go to home, I have to cook and I have to do doing my stuff in home and something like that. And almost I don't have really so much time to,
Okay.
but I will commit to do homeworks. I will do that. I don't
Not
have
only
time for
this.
myself actually because I sometimes I have to do some work in my home remotely after work, you
Mhm.
know. But because I really wanted to change, first of all, my mentality, and second, I wanted to change. Really, I know you, Huda. I follow you on Instagram, and I really admire your way how you live and dealing with two kids. It's something not really easy. It's very difficult. So
No,
I'm
it's impossible,
trying
not difficult.
to, yeah, actually. So I'm trying to change some of my habits actually,
Mm.
trying to find time to have a courses, to go to the gym. You know, my tower has a gym, and I never go to the gym.
Mm.
Only first
Because you don't fit
for
it in
first
your
time.
day. It's not because you
Yeah,
don't have
actually.
time. You do have time. Yeah, I don't have time. This is a very, very old, poor excuse for not doing the thing. We always have time. We have time for everything if we know how to fit it in our day. Before we go, and I will tell you how to create time for English and for the gym and for swimming, because we gotta live our lives. We will not be always in this loop, running in this loop of work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, right? We gotta do what we gotta do. So if we don't fit it within our day, it will not fit itself. It will not come and tell you, yalla, do me. So before
I
I
hope that.
go into that, I would like to listen from Hadir. How does your day look like? Yes, Hadir, please.
I guess Hadir has gone. Hadir.
Yes, sorry. Hadir is not here. Okay. Whenever Hadil is back, okay. When we want to do anything in us, like to commit to
Mm-hmm.
something, we want to commit to something, whether it's English practice, whether it's attending the sessions, whether it is going to the gym, going for healthy shopping. Sometimes we even don't have time to go for healthy shopping, buy the things that really are nutrients to us, you know. We eat junk
Yes,
food,
yes.
we don't cook, we eat anything just because we think we don't have time. But everything we
Yeah,
need to
actually.
create the time for this. So if it's not in your calendar of the day, it's not there. does not exist.
Mhm.
Does not exist. If it's not in your day, in the calendar, it does not exist. You will never do it. So, for Ines, for example, Ines here, you do start your work at
9 a.m.
9, okay, and you come back at
6.
5, 6. Okay, so here I'm just creating one example. You, Ines, every day I have from 9 in the morning till it's 6 in the evening. No breaks, no lunch breaks, nothing.
Yeah, for sure. 1 hour.
1 hour. When is it?
It's up to me. Actually, there's no special hour for this.
Okay, but you do take your 1 hour break.
No, actually.
Why, Ines?
Sometimes I have meetings, sometimes I have something to do, so
You have
I don't
meetings
have
in
it.
your 1 hour break?
It's not an hour break. We have half an hour. We can go eat, do something we wanted to do. It could be half an hour continually. It could be half an hour divided
You
10
cannot divide
minutes.
half an hour. You cannot divide half an hour. Half an hour is
Yeah,
so short.
something like that. So it's
Okay,
not, yeah.
it's okay. خلاص. Like, let's consider you don't have a break because sometimes you take it, sometimes you don't take it. So, what time do you wake up?
8.
You wake up
You
at
know,
8.
my actually work hour from 9 to 5, but until 6 I arrive to home. That's what I mean when I told
Ah,
you 6 p.m.
so I wake up, like you really barely wake up in the morning from 8 to 9. You just wake up. Okay, we can make this a different color. I like colors. Just play with it, make it interesting. And you don't need
Yeah.
to do this every day. You just will do it one time.
Okay.
I will show you how. So from 8 to 9, I wake up, I have breakfast, I get ready.
Yes.
Okay, and then from 9 to 6, I have work. Then when I come back, what happens?
Actually, I have to cook because I'm living alone. So I have to cook.
Sorry, I have to
Make
fix this
my
one
okay. Till
because
5, yeah?
this one till 5, because this is very important.
Sorry,
From 9
so
till
sorry for
5, because from
interrupting.
5 to 6 you can do something.
I just got
Okay.
on person's call. Sorry
Hi, Hadil.
for that.
It's okay.
And
Now we
I'm
are
back
trying
again.
to see how your day looks like. I took Inas as an example. It's very important
Okay.
to really do this, Hadil. She told me I wake up
Okay.
at 8 to 9. I make breakfast, get ready, dress up and everything, and then I drive, and I'm supposed to be at work at 9. From 9 to 5, she's at work with no breaks, nothing. And then at 5, she drives back home and arrives home at 6. It takes
Very
1 hour.
very similar to me.
Very well. It takes 1 hour, Ines.
Sometimes I go to grocery or something like that.
So it doesn't take 1 hour every
So
day, but
almost
on average.
6 p.m.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes we go
Yeah.
to grocery and sometimes we'll be doing something else. I will tell you now. Okay, what's after you come back from work? What's
I have to
after you
cook.
come back from work?
make my dinner, but not every day. I cook uh, uh, one meal for 2 days.
Okay. Have you ever heard of something called meal preparation?
Actually, because I don't have or I don't like to do something in the evening, so I prefer to prepare my meals each day.
Okay, but you will do it every day. But have you heard of something called meal preparation? I will send you this. It will help you as you are singles. I will
Okay.
send you this. And if you like it, take it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, leave it. But it's a life savior,
Okay.
especially for a mom
Okay.
like me with kids with work and all, and
I'd
especially
like
for
to
you
actually.
too. For you too. I just made a
Fine.
note in the group. I will
Huda is
send it to
helper
you.
for everything.
Yani, it's our day. Our days are similar.
Yes.
We have mostly, على فكرة, we have similar stories. We have same problems. We have same challenges. So it's
I
how you
agree.
really make smart changes within your day to make the best out of it, to really help yourself. How am I going to help myself? Meal preparation. I will not come back every day doing cooking. I need to really do meal preparation. It's a great account on Instagram that you will really love it. So I come back, I cook, and then what else?
Nothing actually.
Very well, very well.
Yeah.
So, very well. From 6 to 7 or from 6 to 7:30, let's say cook and eat. And then that's it. And then she's tired, end of the day, she sleeps by 8:39. Isn't that so? Right? Ines? Hello?
Sorry, but your voice is cracking. Yeah.
Really?
I
Really?
can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, I was saying that by maybe 8:30 you sleep.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
9 most of the time.
Okay. If we take Inaz as an example, and we now need to fit in a new habit, which is English practice, a new habit within her day. When do you think is the best timing for Inaz to practice her English? Bear in mind that it will take her up to 30 minutes maximum. She will need 30 minutes a day.
I guess in the evening, instead of
In the-
sleeping early, I could or I can spend half an hour practicing my English and then
Very well. In the evening. What do you think, Hadil?
For me,
Mhm.
yes,
No,
also
not
in
for
the
you.
evening.
For Inas's schedule.
Ah,
Think for Inas. Inas is an
um,
example that you will apply
yes,
even to yourself. What do you think is the best time for
I
Inas
think
to practice English?
maybe I think the best time, if it's applicable for her, before she sleep, as she
Before
mentioned.
she sleeps. Very well.
Yes,
Very well.
I
Thank
think.
you.
when I'm
Okay.
driving home.
Think with me. What is the probability that Inas will have the energy and the motivation and the mind at the end of the day to do English practice, something she's never used to do, something that's very new to her, something that's a bit heavy, something that's new to her schedule? What's the probability that she will do it every day? What's the probability that she will go to the gym before she sleeps?
0.
Zero. Thank you. Most people make this mistake. They postpone this new habit till the end of the day. And mostly at the end of the day, what happens is that we don't have the energy, the mind,
Yeah.
and the motivation. خلاص هو عداد. We have now zero energy. If we are doing something, we are doing something on the phone, reading a book, something that's called a quiet activity. We are not really in the mood. Bear in mind that in the mood is very important. So don't
I've
make
heard
this
that.
mistake. Don't postpone the new habit. Call it English practice, call it gym, call it anything. Don't postpone the new habit till the end of the day, because you will not do it. And then you will say, oh, I don't have time. I really failed to commit to this. I made a membership in the gym and I never went because you chose the wrong timing. It's really when you have zero energy, zero motivation, you are drained. It's a battery that it's really going great. You need to sleep to recharge yourself. So
Yes, actually, that's exactly what
the right
happened to me.
timing. We need to fit English practice within your day, here, now. The best timing for Ines to practice English is, from my idea,
Morning?
it's either also morning is a busy time, right? She really just woke up. She's very busy
Yes.
getting ready. Most probably she's running late.
Actually, I'm not early
Right?
bird.
Most probably she's running late, running, eating something on the go for breakfast, driving quickly to reach work on time. So the perfect time, from my perspective, is during her work or as she's driving home.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I
during her
guess if
work, I told her,
I
do you have
took
any break?
the yeah, I guess if I took the half-hour break to enhance my English or to practice my English, it would be good because
بس half
you
an
know
hour.
it.
بس half an hour. Sometimes it's less
Yeah.
even, Hadil. It's less
Sorry?
sometimes. I'm saying the maximum is half an
Yeah.
hour. That's the max.
Yes.
بس half an hour. In Russian we say всё. That's it. Half an hour maximum. Sometimes you even need less. At the beginning you'll spend half an hour. Later on it will be easy peasy. You'll spend 15 minutes. And it's all what you need. It's all what you need. So the perfect time for Ines is during her work. I asked her if she has breaks. She said sometimes yes, sometimes no. So if she has a yes, it's a break, then she can do the task. If she doesn't, she can do it driving back home before she actually takes off, قبل ما تسوق, or
Mm-hmm.
as she arrives home before she goes to her house. In the
Yeah.
car. In the car.
Yeah.
In the car. Don't wait till you go to your comfort zone. Consider it's part of work. You are doing this to be better at work. So it's really part of work development. It's a task that you need to do for your work. It's one of your job tasks.
Yeah, actually.
Would that do?
Yes,
You see?
it's doable. It's doable for me.
You see how you plan for yourself for anything? And Hadil, I would like you to do the same for yourself.
Yes.
Okay, after the session, you will need to do it and send me a screenshot of it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so how does your day look like? We spoke about this. Here, the plan. Okay, let me get to the plan. Let me show you the plan and how we will do it. The plan is it's the backbone. عارفين العمود الفقري? It's the backbone of the program.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see here Hadil's plan, for example. Here, what does it say? What's the plan? Okay, we already have a schedule for Level Up, by the way. But this schedule is very, very flexible according to your plans.
Mhm.
Like I have 100 topics, for example, and we'll be using 20 topics. It's according to your needs, what I really need. And I find the needs to be very common. So Ines is not different than Hadil in her needs. But let's see. Please here write a draft about the situations that you think you need in your day. Situations. When you write something, don't write vocabulary. Advanced business English. These are not situations. Write, I need English in writing emails. That's a situation. I'm really stuck writing email right now. What do? That's a situation. I need English for presentations. I need English for client sales calls. I need English for marketing campaigns. I need English for travels. I need English for Zoom meetings. I need things that I need daily, and they really challenge me on a daily basis. Situations, right? Situations. One of the participants wrote, he was a man, I need English to speak to the coffee man in McDonald's.
Mhm.
This is all what he needed. One of the plans, I mean. He needed to know because
Right.
he was obsessed with coffee. He wanted to know everything about coffee. So when he orders, he's comfortable ordering his coffee. Low fat milk, I don't know what, give me this. What is the sleeve? What is the cup? What is the lid? He wanted to know this. So don't limit yourself in professional settings. If you really want to speak English with side talks with colleagues, you like to chit chat, you'd like to make new connections, network, up to you. Write your needs. And they don't have to be 8. You can write here 2, 3, just really be creative.
Mhm.
This draft will be our structure. It will change as we go. For example, Ines will tell me, I have a presentation tomorrow, or I have a meeting, a very important meeting, I have an interview, I have blah, blah, blah. Please, okay, this is only a plan that's really flexible as we go through the program. Sometimes you will even tell me, Khalas, I covered this point, I don't need it anymore. And Kaman, I have many videos, recorded videos that I'll be sending. Sometimes people find it very useful. They tell me, Khalas, we don't need this topic. I made use of the mini video that you sent earlier. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay? It's very important to take your time and think about this thoroughly, because this is important. Don't just write anything. Take your time, think of what I need. And I find that for some people, it's their first time to think of their needs. What do I really need in English? It will not be an easy task. It will need some brainstorming. Okay? I send this
Okay.
to you over the email, so take your time and fill it in, and I will view it from my side. Once it's done, tell me it's done so that I can view it from here. And then after we finish with the plan, and as we start our next session, we have tasks.
Okay.
What are the tasks? All of our tasks are shooting videos. You will be shooting videos. For example, we have a session about meetings. We have some situations that we face in the meetings. So for each situation, I would like you to shoot a video. Like, please start the meeting. This is one situation. So you will shoot the video. You will open your camera, shoot the video and send it. And from my side, I use some technology to be with you in the video, individually, on an individual basis.
Okay.
Okay, and as we go and as we shoot the videos, like for this one topic, which is meetings, we have several tasks, not only one task. So as we see the first task in the meeting and the last task in the meetings, you will see the progress and how you really progressed with the meeting topic only.
Great.
Okay, we have here tasks. I would like you to use a program, because if you send the video over WhatsApp, it doesn't allow more than 1.5 minutes, I believe. It doesn't
Okay.
allow more than 1.5
Program
minutes.
called Loom.
There is, yes, here. There is a program called Loom. Are you familiar with it?
No,
No,
actually.
actually.
Okay, there is a program called Loom. It just serves like a camera. You just open the website, loom.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you just click on record. And when you record, it's recorded, and you just copy the link of the video and send it to me.
Okay.
No need to download a video, upload a video, and do all of this hassle. Don't really do it. Loom.com. Okay.
Okay.
It's not very clear now how I will do the videos because we don't have tasks now, but it will get clearer and clearer as we have our first task. For this session, I just want you to play with the plan. It's some work. I want you to think of it deep. This is really what I need to get the best out of the program. This is really what I need. So let me write down what I need and think and have my time. Yes. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very well, very well. That's it. Just play with the plan. I will send you the recording and I will send you the material, and then we're good to go.
Okay.
Okay,
I just want
please
to
remember.
ask you, Huda, regarding the exercises attached in the email, the last email, I couldn't open any of them. Like it's not clickable for me. I don't know why. The links with exercise 1 and exercise 2, they are not clickable.
They are not clickable. Yeah, it's not clickable.
Yes.
No. Yes, you're right. I will show you. It
So
shows like it's a highlight,
not a
but it's
link?
not a It's not a link. No.
Oh,
Just a
please
moment.
take the
I will show
time and
you.
think slowly. Okay.
Here, this one.
So the exercise.
This is not clickable. What's clickable are the plans. And here is a video to explain everything about the plan and how to do it. And exercise 2 is, I made it blue by mistake, but it's not a link.
Yeah, I thought it's a link. Yeah, okay, no problem.
No. And this is this will be our link for every Zoom session. It's the same link. I would like you to play with the plan. I would like you to use WhatsApp for any communication that might come up as we go. Really keep it active. You will learn a lot if you communicate together, share and everything. And I would love that you view from a laptop, not from your mobile. And we're not going to get confident if we don't turn on the camera. So this is your first step into confidence. No confidence while we're hiding behind cameras.
Okay.
As of next session, get ready. Get ready in a sense, get like something normal to be on the camera. Remember, this is so private to you. Nobody will be viewing this.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be sending you the recording and the material, and we are good to go to meet on next Friday. Is everything clear so far?
Yes,
very well.
Thank you, Huda.
Happy to
Thanks
have
a lot,
you,
Huda.
and
Thank
best
you.
of luck for everybody here, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Bye-bye,
Thanks
Huda.
a
Bye,
lot.
Ina.
Bye-bye, Hadil. Bye, Huda.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.